Life Cycle of an Insurance Claim by Brandy Hatcher. Here you'll see we have the life cycle of an insurance claim. It starts with patient pre-registration, followed by establishing financial responsibility, patient check-in and check-out, super bill, which is the encounter form, preparing and transmitting the claim, monitoring payment adjudication, generating a patient statement, and follow up on the payments and collections. Each time the patient visits, the cycle starts again. To pre-register the patient, this begins as soon as the patient calls to make an appointment. What it entails is you'll schedule the appointment, including the reason for the visit, obtain personal information such as medical history, employment, and insurance information. This is all important and all needed to get your patient pre-registered. Establishing financial responsibility. This goes into more detail. You'll want to get a copy of the patient's insurance card. If they don't have one, you want to make sure you get the ID number, the group number, the insurance company name and phone number, and the insured party's name and date of birth if different from the patient. This would be your card holder. Say you're a minor on your parent's insurance. You'll contact the insurance provider, the deductible amount and amount met if applicable. The deductible must be met before the insurance company will pay any portion of the claim. The deductible is the patient's responsibility to pay directly to the provider. In some instances, the deductible amount is applied to the patient's out-of-pocket maximum. Copayment amount. Some visits only require a patient to pay a copayment and waive the deductible. The patient's co-insurance amount and the patient's out-of-pocket maximum and amount met if applicable. All of these are important pieces into knowing how you are going to bill your patient. Patient check-in and check-out. This is very crucial. This is the first time your patient is going to see anyone in your office. So you want to greet them with a patient and friendly tone and be positive. Determine if the patient is new. This could be someone that hasn't been in the office in 4 years or more, so they would be considered a new patient because the law states that it has to be 3 or less years. An established patient, which is seen within the last 3 years. Things that may be collected by the front desk at check-in or check-out are copayments, deductibles, any additional charges resulting from procedures during the patient's visit. The time of collection varies depending on the office process. You may be asked to schedule a follow-up appointment at checkout as well. The super bill, which is the encounter form. This is used for each visit to record vital information for billing purposes. It could be paper or it could be electronic medical record. Each physician office will create a super bill to match their office's specialties with the most common CPT and ICD-10 CM codes. Information it will include will be patient information, name, date of birth, and insurance information, the date of service, CPT codes, ICD-10 CM codes, the physician's signature, the physician's name, address, and phone number. To prepare and transmit the claim, these are the things that would be included in preparing the claim. Patient name, patient medical record number, patient's account number, patient's demographic information, subscriber information, if they're insured, the policyholder, subscriber name, group or plan number, secondary insurance information, if applicable, prior authorization or referral number, rendering service provider name, rendering service provider national provider PIN identifier, the NPI, dates of service, diagnosis codes, procedure codes, revenue code, itemized charges for services rendered, number of services or units for services provided. Monitoring the payer adjudication. Part of the adjudication process includes whether the payer accepts, denies, or rejects a claim. An accepted claim is one that has been deemed valid by the payer. This doesn't mean that they will pay the entirety of the bill. However, it does mean that it's been accepted and a portion will be covered. A rejected claim is a claim that shows some type of error, and it can be resubmitted correctly. A denied claim is one that the payer refuses to process payment for the services rendered. This could be because the policy doesn't cover the treatment or procedure. Adjudication begins once a claim reaches the payer. Generate patient statement and follow-up payments and collections. At this point, you'll generate a patient statement from any denied services after insurance and secondary payer insurance has been processed. After this point, you will follow up on the payment with the patient and watch the process to avoid going into collections. Collections can negatively impact the patient. Furthermore, if it goes unpaid, the office takes a financial hit. It's very important to continue watching payments until completed.